My footsteps echo on the wet stone, a lonely sound in a world turned grey. Each step is a small, soft beat against the pavement, a quiet drum in the hush. The fog has swallowed the city whole, leaving only the ground beneath my feet. It curls around my ankles like a gentle, cold cat, whispering secrets I cannot quite hear. The air is thick with moisture, tasting of rain that has not yet fallen. Everything is muted, softened, as though the world is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. I walk on, a solitary figure in a watercolor painting that has bled at the edges. The streetlights are fuzzy halos in the mist. They glow with a soft, uncertain light, trying to push back the deepening grey. They are like distant stars, beautiful but offering no real guidance. I cannot see the tops of the buildings, only their dark, solid bases rising into nothingness. It feels as though I am walking through a dream, a place both familiar and strange. The world I knew just this morning has vanished, replaced by this quiet, shrouded landscape. The usual city noises are gone, muffled by the thick blanket of fog that covers everything. This greyness seeps into me, a gentle, pervasive chill. It feels like a feeling I know well, a quiet loneliness that sometimes visits in the late hours of the night. It is not a harsh sadness, but a soft, lingering ache. The fog is a mirror to the confusion inside my own heart. A swirling mist of thoughts and forgotten feelings. I pull my coat tighter around me, a small act of comfort in the overwhelming quiet. The world feels distant, and I feel distant from myself, adrift in this sea of vapor. I am a ship without a harbor, a letter without an address. The path ahead is as uncertain as the path behind, both lost to the same soft white void. There is a strange beauty in this isolation, a peacefulness in the suspended reality of the moment. It is just me and the fog and the sound of my own quiet breathing. The city sleeps under its misty spell, and I am the only one awake to witness its silent, ghostly transformation. I keep walking, not knowing where I'm going, but compelled to move through the dream. I wander past old buildings, their grand faces half hidden. They're like sleeping giants, their stories tucked away behind the veil of fog. Carved stone lions and stoic gargoyles peer out from the greyness, their features softened by the damp air. They have watched this city for centuries, seen countless mornings just like this one. I feel their ancient presence, a steady, silent companionship in the empty streets. Their permanence is a comfort, a reminder that even when things are unclear, the foundations remain strong and unyielding. The city's history breathes around me. Down by the river, the water is a sheet of dark, polished glass. It moves slowly, silently, reflecting the pearly light of the hidden sky. The opposite bank is completely gone, erased by the thick, low-hanging clouds. I can hear the gentle lap of water against the stone embankment, a rhythmic, soothing sound. It is a soft heartbeat for the sleeping city. I imagine boats tied to their moorings, rocking gently in the unseen current, their lights dim and distant. The world feels reduced to this small stretch of riverbank, this quiet edge of existence. A memory flickers, warm and bright against the cold grey. It is a flash of a summer afternoon, the sun turning your hair to gold. Laughter echoes from a time that feels so far away, a melody from another life. We shared a sweet treat, something with lavender and vanilla, a London fog cake you called it. The taste was like a warm hug, a gentle sweetness that lingered. The memory is a small, precious ember glowing for a moment in the vast, cool expanse of the fog before fading back into the mist. It leaves a faint warmth on my skin. The contrast makes the present feel even more hushed, more solitary. The warmth of the memory makes the chill of the fog feel deeper. I trace the lines on my own palm, a map I cannot read in this dim light. The past feels like a dream I'm trying to recall, its colours vivid but its details slipping away. The fog seems to hold these ghosts of yesterday, swirling them around me like forgotten whispers. I'm walking through my own memories as much as I am walking through this city, lost in both time and space. The fog thickens now, becoming a solid wall of white. I can barely see my own hands in front of my face. The world has shrunk to the space I occupy, a tiny bubble of existence. The distant hum of a car fades into complete silence. Even the sound of my own footsteps seems to be absorbed by the dense, cotton-like air. This is the heart of the fog, the center of the quiet. I'm completely and utterly surrounded, suspended in a white, soundless void. There's no up or down, no forward or back. A moment of panic flutters in my chest, a trapped bird beating its wings. I'm lost, truly lost, not just in the city, but within myself. The confusion that was a gentle mist has now become an impenetrable cloud. All my worries and uncertainties feel immense, amplified by the suffocating silence and the lack of direction. I stand perfectly still, afraid to take a step in any direction. To move is to risk stumbling into the unknown, but to stay is to be trapped in this formless prison of my own making. My breath catches in my throat. I close my eyes. I breathe in the cool, damp air, in and out, slow, deep breaths. I tell myself that this is just fog. It is only water vapor suspended in the air. It cannot hurt me. It is temporary. The panic begins to subside, replaced by a strange sense of calm. In this moment of being completely lost, there is also a kind of freedom. There are no expectations, no destinations. There is only the here and now, this single point in time and space where I am standing, breathing, existing. The world has been simplified to its most basic elements. I listen, not with my ears, but with my whole being. I listen for the pulse of the city beneath the silence. I listen for the rhythm of my own heart, a steady and persistent beat. It is a reminder that I am here, I am real, and I am strong enough to withstand this moment of uncertainty. The fog has isolated me, but it has also forced me to turn inward, to find a stillness at my own core. I am the anchor in this swirling sea of grey, the one solid thing in a world that has dissolved around me. Slowly, a change begins. It is almost imperceptible at first, a subtle shift in the quality of the light. The dense, flat white starts to gain a soft, pearlescent glow. It is as though a candle has been lit somewhere far away, its gentle light filtering through layers of silk. The fog is no longer a heavy blanket, but a delicate veil. I can feel a lightness in the air, a loosening of the grey embrace that has held me for so long. A quiet promise hangs in the air, a whisper of what is to come. Hope stirs within me, a tiny, resilient seed. The fog begins to retreat, thinning into soft, drifting tendrils. Shapes start to emerge from the mist, like memories returning. The dark silhouette of a building, the skeletal branches of a tree, the curve of the street ahead. They are still soft and dreamlike, but they are there. They are real. A faint warmth touches my cheek, a gentle caress from the unseen sun. The world is slowly being reborn, painted back into existence with soft strokes of light and colour. The grey is giving way to a pale, hopeful gold. I can hear the city waking up. A distant bird begins to sing, its clear notes cutting through the remaining hush. The low rumble of the first train of the day echoes from far away. These sounds are no longer muffled and ghostly, but clear and present. They are the sounds of life returning, of a new day beginning. I take a step and then another. My feet feel lighter on the pavement, my path clearer. I am no longer wandering aimlessly. I am walking toward the light, toward the promise of the rising sun. The journey through the fog is ending. It was a journey through loneliness and confusion, but also one of quiet strength. I found a still point in the swirling chaos, a sense of peace in the heart of being lost. As the last wisps of mist dissolve into the morning air, I feel a sense of clarity. The path ahead is still unknown, but it's no longer frightening. The fog was a metaphor, a test, and I have walked through it. The sun is rising, and with it a new sense of hope, bright and clear and full of warmth.